This is how dirty this place is right now.
Is this the economy that everybody is saying South Africa is losing? Wait a minute. This is the economy.
Immigration problem is as if to say in Europe, xenophobia doesn't happen.
So this is the situation that I share with the foreigners. This is the situation. This is how dirty this place is right now. I don't know which company is this. This is food here. Yeah, but this is the situation. This is the situation. Now line la. I don't know to line one. So this is the situation. Yeah.
Is this the economy that everybody is saying South Africa is losing? Wait a minute. This is the economy that we are all being told that we are going to suffer because we are losing it. Is this the economy? This is the backbone economy of South Africa. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on TikTok, it's the same sentiment from the Africans who are anti-South Africa, right? South Africans, look at them. They're losing all these businesses. Look at them. They're going to be poor. They don't even know how to do these businesses. So this whole time we are all not discussing the same thing. We do not want this economy. We want every single citizen to not only have a job, but a job that comes with medical benefits, dental benefits, vision benefits, to be able to go on a vacation, have a gym membership, make enough money to take your kids to school. Is this sustainable? Is this what you guys insist that South African citizens need to be feeling like they are losing an economy for? When South Africans are telling you the type of economy they want moving forward, because this is not sustainable. It's not sustainable for the undocumented immigrant. It is not sustainable for a regular citizen. There's nothing wrong in trying to be a vendor and make money so you can eat and feed your family. But South Africans are saying if that happens, okay, it cannot be from survival mode, because survival mode becomes unorganized. It doesn't pay taxes. It doesn't really value the country, right? And so if African countries want to maintain this economy, that's no problem. Maintain it in your countries. South Africans are trying to do a shift in South Africa. We are trying to move from point A to point E at this point, with a government that has not been listening to the citizens since 1994, right? So this is what we are talking about. If you are the type of person who really is sitting on this internet looking at this and thinking that, oh my God, there goes the economy. What economy is going anywhere? None of these structures were paying taxes. None of these structures were adding value to the economy. The citizens of South Africa understand that we are in an ecosystem. Everything has to work together. You cannot be an individual human being in a country. It doesn't work like that. You cannot be a me, my. You cannot do that as citizens in a country. Everything has to work together. When you have a store like this, it needs to make sure that it's registered, taxes are being paid, the people that are working in there are getting a fair living wage. This is exploitation. This is all exploitation. So everybody thinks that a South African economy means that South Africans can just be exploited. We can come open a nonsense business in terms of value to the economy of South Africa and hire South Africans. We will never work for you. I want you to know that we will never, ever work for you. We want the jobs we want, and we are going to talk to our government, and our government is going to listen to us. We're not listening to you. You can take your business and go start them all over. Take your techno store and your fashion store and go open it in your African country. What's so wrong? You already have the tools. You already have the product. We don't want it. We don't want it. We want different types of jobs so we can have a different type of life for our children and for our grandchildren. We do not want grandchildren who continue the whole vendor economy. We don't want it. Danko.
Let's talk about xenophobia. Now, before I get into the topic, I want to bring your attention to something, which is, notice how that there is an immigration problem in Europe, but a xenophobia problem in South Africa. What's the difference? It's actually the same thing, but the way they make it out to be when they call it an immigration problem is as if to say in Europe, xenophobia doesn't happen. It's the immigrants that are the problem. But here in South Africa, it's the people who are against the immigrants who are the problem. You see that? You see the different narrative for Europe and for Africa? Just be careful of that. Now, let's get to the crux of it. The crux of it is that this is a sign of the cracks in our economy. People are facing crushing poverty, crushing unemployment. I mean, our youth unemployment is anything from 50 to 60%. That's the highest youth unemployment rate in the world. We hold a world record as a country, not something we should be proud of. Then, when it comes to another nasty thing, we are also record holders, which is this. South Africa has the highest wealth inequality in the world. Yeah, 10 to 15% of the population owns 70% of the wealth. So we got a big problem here. It's not that this is a poor country. It's not that there is no money. There's a lot of money, but the wealth is skewed. The wealth distribution is skewed. Some people are super wealthy while the others are super poor, and the cracks are appearing. This is going to appear, and this is a problem that's going to fester. So what do we do about it? The problem is bad. And yes, I do agree. It started in the apartheid era, and there is still a legacy of that. 30 years is not enough to solve those problems, because, I mean, if you look at the way that the wealth was distributed, the way that education, healthcare, geography, the where people were made to live, all of those things were deliberate. I mean, here's an example. If you look at typical CBD, like in Cape Town, right around the CBD are the very wealthy people, and the disadvantaged ones have to come in all the way from out of town, 15, 20 kilometers, sit 2 hours in transit before they can get to work. So there's a system that has been in play. And yes, a lot has been done. And I'm not speaking on behalf of the government. I'm not a political guy. I don't even know what happens in politics, but I'm just giving you geography. I'm just giving you the economics of it. So there's a big problem. Now, how do we solve this? Because this is a problem that's compounding annually. This is not a problem that we can say is there and it's at least it's under control. At least it's not spreading. No, this is spreading, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse by the month. Now that there's the war in Iran that's caused petrol prices to go up, things are going to get worse. So what do we do as a country? Here's the problem. We cannot rely on the government to fix this. It's like saying we're going to rely on apartheid government to fix apartheid. It's not going to happen. What we need is for the youth to get into entrepreneurship, to start businesses. Even if it's a tiny business selling fat cook on the street corner, start a business. Get yourself employed. The only way to fix unemployment and the only way to truly redistribute wealth is through entrepreneurship. Go and read the books of economics, particularly a book by Ha-Joon Chang, Chinese author. He wrote a simple book on economics, and go and look at that. Look at what they say. It's through entrepreneurship, through enterprising young people, that economies change, that wealth distribution becomes more even rather than skewed on one side. So as a country, we need to be encouraging our young people to get into business, because that's the way of the future for our business. And that's the way that China has become a success. I mean, if you look at the countries, China, India, Iran, Turkey, how did they come up? Through entrepreneurship, through hard work, through business. And they are continuing to grow. Whereas the countries that are the warmongers, you can see they are on a decline. Economically, they are decline. Morally, they are on decline. In every possible way, they are on a decline. Now, we as a country, we are poised for massive growth in South Africa. And South Africa is a rich country. Did you hear me? I said South Africa is a rich country. But we need to fix the wealth inequality. And the only way, I say it again, is through business.